What is going on, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Trading to Glory. I know I've been MIA the last couple of days. A lot of you guys that have been following the channel know that I'm really busy with classes, really busy with away games, and just an update on that, we did qualify for regionals. So I'm going to be gone next weekend. Not this upcoming one, but next week, and I'm going to be gone for several days with the regional tournament down in North Carolina. But nonetheless, I'm back right now for this episode of Trading to Glory. So if you guys are new to the channel, my name is ELYYT. I do a lot of trading tips, squad building challenge guides, and the Trading to Glory series you're watching right now, with much more FIFA 19 content on top of that. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. Guys, there is so much to buy right now. If there's just no reason you shouldn't be picking up cards throughout the next few hours. Now, I'm recording this video at about 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 p.m. UK. And you guys can see I went through and I bought a ton of different Scream cards right now. It's so overlooked right now for some reason. And ideally, we would be able to use these in a squad building challenge in the next couple of days. Now, I don't know if EA are going to require them in a squad building challenge, but there's no risk right now when Ochoa is going for about 12,000 coins. He's actually going for less than that right now because they have dropped since I bought them, which was last night. They were already really low, and they're still really low right now during the day, but I don't know how low they're going to stay. Right now, it's midweek. Prices are dropping. I think you got one more day on Thursday where you're going to see a lot of supply hit the market. But after that, after Thursday's over, the buy time is going to be over. There's not going to be much opportunity left to buy these cards. And take a look at Ochoa, guys. I've got 1,050,000 coins right now. And if I can pick up Ochoa's for less than 11,000 coins, I mean, there's really no reason for me not to be buying these cards. You know what I'm saying? They are 11,000 coins. If they're used in a squad building challenge, they could easily rise to well over 20k. That would be doubling our profit. Now, I don't know if they will be used, but given the fact that they are pretty much no risk right now, there's no reason not to, in my opinion. Then you've got Abdul Rahman. Abdul Rahman is also one of the Scream cards that are up right now. You can pick up him as a 77 rated. Now, he's tougher to link, so I'd kind of prefer going with other cards than Abdul Rahman because he's a really tough card to get into a squad building challenge if it were to require chemistry, but nonetheless, there's another one. Then you've also got Troy Deeney. He's a little bit more expensive, but he's not too bad because he is also in the Premier League, and right now he's got 90 shooting and 90 physical. So a little bit more risky on him. I'd say actually stay away from him. Maybe go with Rafinha, because if Rafinha were to get that upgrade to like 90 pace, 90 physical, or 90 pace, 90 defense, something along those lines, he would be a pretty sick card. Right now, it's 90 passing and 90 physical, which isn't terrible, and he's 15k right now, 13,500. I'll go ahead and pick one of those up when I get the chance for 13,500. You guys see how, I'm buying pretty much every card that pops up for these cheap prices. There's no reason for me not to. So that's kind of what I'm preaching to you guys right now, is they are so low that there's really no risk. Because even if they aren't required in an SBC at these prices, once they get a change in their stats, like if Rafinha got a pace boost or a defense boost, then he'd probably go up in value that way because he is a Brazilian right back for Bayern in Bundesliga. I mean, that's, valuable in itself. But once he gets that pace boost, I think he'll be one of the best right backs in Bundesliga, if not the best right back in Bundesliga, which would cause his price to go up quite a bit. So Rafinha's another one. Solomon Kalou, if you guys want to pick him up, he's another player in Bundesliga. I believe he's at Hertha Berlin, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's at Hertha Berlin at 14,000 coins right now. Getting him for about the same price as I just got that Rafinha is a good idea. Right now, he's got the 90 pace and 90 dribbles, so he's already got the boost like in the right spots. So you would want to sell before he gets, before the boosts change. So what you can expect, guys, is possibly for this full moon, they're going to change tomorrow, but if they don't, then I could expect them to change on Halloween. They're going to change like maybe on the 29th, the 30th, or the 31st. The stats are going to change. I don't know if they're going to get a rating boost. I don't think that we are, but we could still get one because I haven't really specified on that for Halloween. But we know that there's going to be a stat change on Halloween. So picking up cards that really have the stats in the wrong places, it's a good idea. Fellaini is one of the best examples of that, guys. Fellaini is not the greatest card right now, even though he is quite expensive. So let's go ahead and take a look at his card real quick. I want to show you guys his Scream card and not his blue UCL card. So what is he capped at? Looks like 20K. Trying to just get the Scream card in this filter. There he is. Okay, so he's got 90 dribbling and 90 passing, which is okay. Like, for a midfielder, you want that. But what everybody wants to see is pace and defense. Like, if pace got upgraded to 90 pace, and then his defense went up to 90 as well, this card would be the best center defensive mid. He'd be the best striker. He'd be the best just all-around player in the freaking game for the time that he has those stat upgrades. So right now, even though he is 50,000 coins, he doesn't really have the stat boost in the perfect spots. Once he does, it's going to go up a ton more. And since Halloween is like the big promotion for these, I think they'll make Fellaini's pace go up with the next boost. Now, I guess there is a 1 out of 2 chance. There's a 50% chance that the pace does go up. I think this is a good investment simply because of the pace boost, guys. That's not even a discard. That's not even an investment based off of it's not even an investment based off of SBCs. That's an investment based off of it naturally rising. So another idea that comes to mind is, obviously, if you're an investor and you're picking up a ton of one card, selling into the hype. When is that time? What time is the best time to sell a Marouane Fellaini if I were to pick one up? So there's a couple options. We have, there's 99.9, no, there's a 100% chance that they're going to get a stat change or a boost or something's going to happen on Halloween, all right? Something's going to happen to these cards. It's most likely going to be a stat change with those 90 pace, 90 defense, whatever it is. With that being said, do we want to pick up, 20 of these Marouane Fellaini's? Pick up 20 of them, right? For 50,000 coins each, which adds up to 1 million coins, right? Pick up 20 of them at 50K. Would they go up in price into the hype on like the 27th and the 28th this weekend, like Saturday? Like if I wanted to sell on Saturday, what day is Saturday? Saturday's the 27th. Sunday's the 28th. Yeah, on those 2 days, if I wanted to sell on those 2 days, what's going to be the price difference? And in my opinion, I think this Fellaini is going to go up from 48,000 coins right now, probably over 60K. For several reasons. One, the lesser reason, weekend league. People will use this card in their weekend league team, which will naturally cause the card to rise a little bit. That'll only be a couple K. I think the big reason is because people will be investing in this Fellaini card in anticipation for him to get a 90 pace stat boost. Because once he gets that 90 pace stat boost and everybody still has their investments, what'll happen is it'll actually drop in price after the stat boost change. We saw that happened in FIFA 17 during the Scream promotion, the very first Scream promotion. What happened was everybody knew, and Fellaini was actually one of these cards, so it's a great example. Everybody knew this Fellaini was going to go from like the crap card that he was all the way up to like a 90 rated, super boosted stats on Halloween. At this exact time, we all knew the exact time, we all knew exactly what was going to happen. So many people invested in him, waiting for that stat boost. Once the stat boost came out and he was a super card, he plummeted in price because of over-investing. Everyone knew that the stat change was coming. Everyone knew that already. And that meant that if you wanted to buy him, you bought him before the stat boost even happened. And then all the investors screwed each other over and just completely lost a ton of coins on that investment. I think it's not going to be nearly as dramatic as it was in FIFA 17, but it could definitely happen if the same mentality is there with, oh, he's going to get 90 pace a day before Halloween. That means we should buy him. And if everybody, is anticipating that, then he's actually going to drop on those days. So that's something to keep in mind. Next segment of the video, moving on from Scream cards. If this is helping you guys out, make sure to drop a like on the video. It would help me out a ton. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Again, it would help me out a ton, especially because I haven't uploaded in the last couple days. We got to get some momentum going again. You know what I'm saying? So the next thing is going to be with UCL cards. We've seen a new squad building challenge, and you saw the couple UCL cards that I had in my transfer list there that I just sent. I got a terrible pack out of it, but it is in live, I believe, and it's over here. So the Stars Will Shine is another tradable UCL 3-player pack. You get 1 rare, 2 non-rares. But now that this is out, guys, and it's out for, I actually can't check how long, but it's out. And since it's out, there's a whole bunch of supply of UCL cards once again. These have been super rare throughout the last couple weeks because we saw this pack come out of a UCL Marquee matchup a couple weeks ago. Then they went on international break, and for 2 weeks there weren't any UCL games. And then after the UCL games finished, or after the international break finished, we've got UCL Marquee Matchups again. UCL Marquee Matchups didn't give that reward. And now they have come out with a UCL reward. So these cards have plummeted. I've been warning you about this. If you lost coins on this, if you made a huge investment in UCL cards because they were super rare, you obviously were not listening to the advice I was giving you on stream, on Trading to Glory. I told you guys to sell those things already because they were rare enough. They weren't going to go up too much higher than what they already were. I mean, a Davinson Sanchez for 200,000 coins. I mean, realistically, how much higher can this card go? If you were to get an Inform, that would be about the same price. It would just plummet the price of the UCL Inform. Just stuff like that would have plummeted it. And this is the big thing that caused a crash in price. So the question is, do we invest now and sell before the next SBC that gives out these cards? And my answer is 80% yes, because you're still running a risk. I think it'll work, don't get me wrong, especially when they stop giving supply. When the SBC goes away and the supply is gone again, I think, yes, that these are going to be, going up again. But they're not going to be going up nearly as much as they did last time, because one of the reasons is because we know that these UCL cards are going to be back next week. So people who have invested in them are going to be selling before Tuesday of next week in anticipation for them to be like a reward out of the marquee matchups again, which they probably will be next week. Based off of the response of the community, what will happen is the community responded to the UCL marquee matchups rewards with, "What the heck are you thinking? Why would we do these SBCs if they don't give us UCL cards?" And so the very next day, they were like, okay, we got to give them a SBC with the UCL cards. That's what they want. Next week, they're going to go back to UCL marquee matchups with UCL rewards. That's what I'm thinking. So this Dembele, which was 170K yesterday, is down to 120K. I even saw him at like 95K earlier today. They've been fluctuating up and down. If you're not bidding on these cards, you need to start. I just got out of class, which is, I got out of class literally at 5 p.m. And then, I've got training again tonight at 9 p.m. So I've got like a 4-hour window of trading, uploading this video, and getting this out to you just to kind of illustrate how busy I've actually been. But I love all these guys on my bench. Right here, like all these guys that are on the bench, they're pretty good investments if you're gonna sell like Saturday. I wouldn't hold them any longer than that. And if they come out with another UCL SBC, that kind of screws you over. But what are the odds that they do come out with another UCL SBC? It's low. It's not that high, but that's why I kind of said 80% yes. It's because if they do come out with another SBC that gives UCL cards, you're screwed. You're kind of putting your profit in the hands of EA, which is why I don't like these investments quite as much as I like the Scream investments right now, because the Scream prices are way more likely to have a dynamic rise in price than a drop in price, which I just it's risky with the UCL cards is all I'm saying. But again, I do think it'll work out, but this risk is in your hands if you do decide to pick one up. And even if you want to go for an overnight flip, I think it could work, guys. I think an overnight flip would be the safest way, and if I were to pick one up, that's what I would go for. Right now, 122 for Dembele. I really like that card. Mahrez took a huge hit in price. Not only one, he got an Inform, 2 UCL packs. That's double whammy on this card. If you had a freaking Mahrez, you're screwed. You just lost so many coins, which is, one of the reasons why we sold all of our cards that we bought and flipped way earlier, like a week and a half ago. We got rid of them just in case they came out with something, and they finally did. So anybody who did still have those cards for some reason or end up taking an L. But that is my take on UCL cards right now. So what I'm going to do for the rest of the day, guys, is I'm going to be trying to flip some Dembele's, maybe some Mahrez cards, and just list them up for lazy buyers overnight. What I do is I put 99 contracts, 99 fitness, and a decent chemistry style on the card, a little bit of tech avion, and then you list it up for 6 hours, a little bit above what their price actually is, maybe 5-10% more, and you go ahead and list it for 6 to 12 hours overnight when you're sleeping. This works really well for my time zone because while I'm sleeping, the UK guys are waking up and they're getting active on the market, and sometimes they'll be the ones to buy your card. So that is really, really nice way to make extra coins on cards like these. Anything between the price of like 100K and probably around maybe 1.5 million. This will work really well on. I did it with icons. I did it with Del Piero. I did it with Baggio. You guys have seen that in previous episodes. Definitely something to take into consideration if you ever have a card that is even 50K, like an Ericsson regular card. This will work on those cards. So always put a little bit of tech avion on that, which is a French term. It was created by the French community. It's a very simple trading method, but a very effective trading method, to say the least. That's it for today's episode. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I promise I'll be more active this week up until I have to leave for North Carolina. So be expecting daily uploads from now on. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.